Alright. Let's turn this on. Live chats. Jesus Christ. And let's put on some vaporwave. Why not? Let's do it. The only issue with putting on vaporwave is people are going to suggest songs to me that I don't know. Here. Let's try this. One second. Oh. Okay. Not what I want though. We'll go with this. I know, right? Barack Futurama, that's an awesome name. I mostly listen to like 80s and 90s and sometimes 60s and 70s. I don't really have a genre. Oh, it's the Windows. Alright. You know. Where's the one that I used to listen to a lot? Maybe it was this first one. This came out 3 years ago? No, there's one I've been listening to longer. It's probably this one. I just don't remember there being Windows sound effects in the one that I used to listen to. Who gives a shit? It's not important. I'll answer a question right now. Where's my fucking phone case? God damn it. Alright. You like my movies? I make movies? You mean videos? I like your movies. Your movies. I like your movies too. What is this? Oh, it's a mouse. I think we're good with that. Alright, we gotta go to the vape store. I wanted to take this stream to talk about game design, but frankly, I'm down for whatever. I'm wrapping up my first game and I'm starting to think about yeah, I have the issue is that no one wants to play test it. So I play tested it the other day and I came up with a list of like 6 or 7 bugs that I have to fix. And one of them is really going to determine whether the next game that I make uses the same framework or not. There's a music synchronization bug, and it may just be a limitation of monogame. And if it is, then I cannot use that library anymore. Hey Digital T, how's it going? But while building that game, I thought about like all the things that I want to do differently in the next one. So I've been putting some ideas together for a while, but I just wanted to hash them out. What's your favorite story? Have you worked in video game development? Neither. I don't do anything with video games other than the one I just made, which is open source and based on a game that I don't have the rights to, so that's all it will be. Unless Tecmo calls me up and wants to make a deal, but in order for that to happen, I would have to fix all the bugs first. Thank you. fitting shirt, Vaporwave. It's pretty nice out today. It's 89. It's 89 degrees. It was like 50 yesterday. It was freezing yesterday. I brought my hoodie in case. Yeah, so in my game, the audio is really the only place where I ran up against limitations of the framework. I mean, you can't make a computer game without a framework because, I mean, you can, but it's not going to work on more than one computer if you do. I have made games in the past. I have started games in the past. I've never finished a game that doesn't use a game library. It just opens up, you know, DirectX and uses DirectX directly. And that is a pain in the ass. Even just determining whether you need to use DirectX or OpenGL on a given system, and then like everything you have to do to initialize it. I mean, OpenGL is a little bit better, but oh my god, like you have to create a device manager to find the graphics device, to create a graphics device context, and then you need like a drawing surface, and then you have to create like, you have to initialize like a million, like there's just so many what's it called, boilerplate that would be there no matter what your game was, that it just makes no sense. So Mono Game works really well. It used to be XNA, if you've ever heard of XNA, and there's a lot of really cool games built on it, like Fez, but you know, it's not a game engine, it's a library. It's not like Unity where you build a game in it. There's no in it. It's a DLL file that kind of just makes it so you don't have to know what hardware you're talking to. So I like how the chat can oh my god. Oh, there is no chat. Okay, perfect. Works. So I've been thinking, let me see if I can find my game Bible that I put together like years ago, and let's see if there's anything worthwhile in there. Actually, first let me open up Keep, because sometimes I put game notes in Keep. Yeah, okay. Let me read this to myself real quick. I'm not really big into games at all. Like, I don't play games. I don't have time to play games. But to me, writing a game is like super simple. Like, it's a lot easier than doing like what I normally do, which is like writing network services that have to be multi-threaded in real time and highly available, and knowing about protocols and writing the server end and the front end of things. And like, game's really easy. It's just a big fucking loop. It's just one big loop. And if you want to put stuff on the screen, you call some functions. You want to play a sound, you call some functions. I mean, compared to what I work with normally, writing a game is very relaxing. It's really relaxing. Even if no one else plays it. So that's kind of where it is with me. I wanted to make, and maybe this will be the game after the next game, I wanted to make a game that will run in your browser, like using WebAssembly and WebGL and WebAudio. I mean, I don't know if you know, but like HTML5, like Chrome, Firefox, and Edge, they're capable of some crazy shit. And I've done some tests. However, the toolchain, the build pipeline, whatever you'd call it, is not where I would like it to be for writing. Like, if I wanted to write the whole thing in JavaScript or TypeScript, I would. In fact, I've already started that like years ago. But after working on SKX, I really want to use C#. So until we get to a point where monogame can compile to WebAssembly, which honestly is going to be pretty soon, I think it'll not be a web game. But I did want to create a web game that has like you just go to the URL, hit enter, and play it. Like, it's free to play. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to create an account. You just go to whatever.com, hit enter, the game comes up. If you have a controller plugged in, you start playing it. And then I wanted to take advantage of some of the weird quirks that you get when you have a game in your web browser. Like every level could have its own URL. The address bar just updates seamlessly as you go from one room to another. My bracelets. This is called Candy, K-A-N-D-I. It's a raver thing. They are good vibes. And you make them, and then you trade them with people. Were you thinking that it was like that episode of Degrassi where you get a bracelet every time you suck dick down at the ravine? Because that would have been awesome if that's what you were getting at. But no, it's just a raver thing. I gotta go to the vape store, so we're gonna do it in a second. I'm not ready yet. I did. I gave him one. And I still have it because he had to give it back to me for continuity because we shot the sequence out of order.
These are the top results.
I didn't ask you for anything, you dumb bitch. So he put it back on my arm so we could shoot the rest of the episode, and I forgot to give it back. Not a bead, a bracelet. I mean, I'm only wearing like 13. Yeah, it was a thing on Degrassi. What's her name? I forgot what her name is. Darcy? Yeah, Darcy. Darcy's got all the metal bracelets, and Emma goes down to the ravine with Jay, and she finds out that you get a bracelet for shacking up with the dude and sucking their dick. And then the next day, Emma comes back to class and she's got a bracelet, and Darcy's so pissed and jealous. Wow, teenage years. Imagine. Alright. I'm gonna start driving in a second. I wanted to go to the mall, but I won't get there in time. Maybe I'll go to the other mall. Oh yeah. I gotta scrub powder off of my pants. There's powder on them. How old do you guess? I'm older than I look, but that would be a good guess. Degrassi is an awesome show. It's not even from here, it's from Canada. One second. I want to see if they have a... You ever see that show Emergency? Alright, well neither has Giphy. Fuck it. Who's messaging me for what reason? No, I don't want to talk to this person. I don't know what this is. 15 new messages? What the fuck? Oh my god. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna start live streaming some coding sessions, I think. Certainly when I start the next game, I'm gonna live stream that. I don't know that I'm gonna live stream the other projects I work on because they're kind of boring. At least with the game, like, you can see it developing. With, like, my networking projects, there's, like, really no obvious goal. Like, it doesn't, like, you know, like, you can't just show off the finished product. Like, you gotta show how a developer would use it, and though as part of building a game without a game engine, you kind of build the engine part yourself. So maybe I'll pull a Cherno and make like a game engine series in C#. Probably not though, because I don't want to own any kind of public API that I gotta maintain other than the one I'm already building for Telegram. So, I don't know. It is what it is. I want the light to turn. There it goes. Oh, yeah. See, I know if I go on the highway, there's going to be a backup there. So, I'm not going to go on the highway. I'm going to go straight and take the long way because it's not really the long way. So, one concept that, whoa, I'm trying to figure out how I feel about entity component systems. Actually, I'm probably gonna not do that. I'm not sure. I could use a static list, but I think we'll cross that road when we come to it. Because that could just really be anything. Alright, I'm probably gonna stop streaming in a second. Oh my god. I will be back later. Probably tonight. On my computer. To code. I will see you then.